Okay, well, another beautiful day, huh? It's March 31st, 2017. This is me, Jerry Michael Prell. Yep, that's me. And another one of my therapy sessions, kind of directed towards family members, anyone else who's interested. I don't really give a fuck. And, what I'm going to talk about is some pretty disgusting shit that happened to me when I was growing up. And it's not easy to admit to yourself, because I don't know, it stayed blocked out of my mind for a very long, long, long time. And I can remember sharing this with my cousin a long time ago. And what I'm going to tell you is it has to do with family incest. Nobody likes to admit to parents being so fucked up that they molest their own children, both men and women. And in my case, it was my mother. My mother would wake me up in the middle of the night. But yet it really wasn't my mother, okay? It was like, I don't know, like she was regressed into some child. It was fucking weird, okay? It was so fucking bizarre, I couldn't get my mind around it until I watched a bunch of lectures on dissociative identity disorder. I couldn't comprehend it. I mean, it's always been there. I talked about it decades ago, but I didn't understand it back then. I couldn't comprehend what the fuck, what it was, what had happened. And being half asleep, uh, I mean, it's hard to remember, to recall anyway, because you're kind of in a half awake, half sleep state anyway, and then the realization of what's going on is so fucking uh, hard to accept. As a child, you don't know what to do about it. You're fucked. You have nothing. I don't know. You just have no comprehension of what the fuck's going on. It's like you want to. I don't. It's like a nightmare that you can't wake up from. That's what it's like, I guess. It's probably a good description of it. I don't know. Maybe other incest survivors describe something very similar. I don't know, because I've never gone to any self-help groups or anything like that. I've done it all on my own and researched things by myself just to find out. And sometimes I didn't even really try to find out it. I don't know. It was just presented before me, and I had an open mind, and I looked at things, and I began to remember things, disturbing things. And you know what? I'm not convinced that my mother was my only abuser. I don't recall anything with my father. I do recall some things with my mother's lesbian lover. Yeah, yeah. I think some of my family members will be shocked to hear that. Maybe not. Maybe you always knew it, but you didn't want to admit it. I don't fucking know, okay? Because I don't really know you people. I know of you. That's about it. I really don't know you. And, I look at it this way. There's only one person that's going to save me, and that's me. I'm going to have to save myself, because I don't see any saviors around here. I never have. I fucking looked high and low. I never saw any, okay? None. So, anyway, my mother would wake me up in the middle of the night, and you know what? I never even asked my brother if that had happened to him either. He was the only one old enough at the time. So I don't know. Maybe it happened to him too. I mean, maybe that's why he uses drugs all the time, to try to fucking bury the memories and try to get away from it somehow. give himself a rest from it. Fuck, I don't even know, okay? Couldn't tell you, can't speak for him, I don't know. I can only speak for myself. I don't use drugs. I'm not a heroin addict, not a meth addict, not a coke addict, not any addict. I don't do any drugs. I'm certainly not under the influence of drugs right now. I rarely ever drink because I can't stand it. And I don't want to become a drug addict or an alcoholic or any other fucking fiend of any other kind. I just want to, I don't know. I want it to end, is what I want. I want my innocence back that I once had a long time ago. See, I don't believe this bullshit that you're all born sinners and that you sin because you're born that way. Fuck that. No, no, no. That's bullshit. That is a goddamn lie from whatever fucking psychotic fucking church that began that, who misunderstood life because they were incapable of looking at themselves, honestly. And I know for a fact that I was innocent. And that I had no desire to do anything fucking harmful to anyone. And when you better understand the dissociative identity disorder and you understand the dynamics of that, things become a little bit clearer. You know, you begin not to, I don't blame my mother. I once did, I'm sure, and I probably still do in recesses of my own psyche, in ways I don't fully comprehend. Because, you know, it's new to me. I don't have all the information to everything. I'm working on it. It's a work in progress for me. So, I'm just going to do what I can little by little. And I'm not going to blame myself for what's happened either. And if you try to fault me for it, well, you know, you'll have hell to pay, is all I can tell you. I wouldn't recommend that. Not a good idea. So I have no compunction or problem with defending myself and the innocence that I once had. Because I'm going to bring myself back to that place. I'm going to do it. And I don't personally care whether my family members agree with me or they disagree with me or they want to talk to me or don't want. You know what? I really don't want to talk to most of you. I really don't. I really don't have anything to say to you right now. So I don't feel any obligation towards you in any way. Maybe in some small way, just to let you know that I'm aware of a few things that I wasn't aware of a very long time ago. And I have a better comprehension of things that I couldn't get my mind around. That's what trauma does to you. It fucks your mind up. See? You know, most people, you know, hear bad news and they got to go rest and take a break from life just so they can deal with a little bit of bad news. Because they can't cope with it all at once. So they've got to go take time and be away and rest and think and pray and whatever they do. But now imagine that compounded and you never rest in between. You know, it's a form of post-traumatic stress disorder along with, you know, God only knows what else lies in the recesses of your mind when you have that kind of trauma happen to you. And I'm not fucking happy about it. No, I'm not happy about it at all. I don't really, I don't enjoy sharing this with you. It's not, I don't enjoy remembering how fucked up my family was. And my childhood. I don't enjoy that. It's fucked. I hate it. I loathe it, actually. Should have never been that way. There were so many things that could have been much better about it, you know? But hey, you know, I don't know what happened to my mother to cause that, but maybe somebody does. Because that's not fucking normal. So something happened to her. Something fucking tweaked her fucking mind too. Can't even blame her. I mean, and I'm going to spend more time thinking and praying and, I don't know, meditating, and I don't know if there is a God, whatever you are, whatever you aren't, the Most High God. You know, maybe that source of power will help me. Maybe not. I don't expect it, to be quite honest. I don't. You know? I just don't expect it. So I'm going to have to do it myself. And I don't know. I'm going to take the road wherever it leads. And I'm going to do my very best to give myself, restore my own innocence. So if this helps you, good. Good. I hope it does help you. And if you never want to speak to me, well, that's good. That's fine too. You know, whatever. That doesn't really matter to me. So even if it matters to me, it doesn't matter to me. That's the road I'm taking. Even in spite of my fears, my hopes, my dreams, I really don't care anymore. Uh, I'm not suicidal. No. I love life. I love nature. I want that back. I want what I had before everything was fucking ripped from me. And I'm gonna travel that road, and I don't give a fuck what happens. We'll see what happens. For better or for worse, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, so that's the road I'm gonna take. And if I talk to you again, I talk to you again. If I don't, I don't. If I see you again, I see you again. If I don't, I don't. All right. So there we go.